How are you, Scott?
Good. Or I'm not sure where are you located?
I'm based out of Toronto,
Okay.
and it was my
So
birthday party yesterday, so I'm a bit tired. I didn't
okay.
drink for the first time ever, which is a big milestone for me, so it's more the tiredness.
Okay. So I know there's not a lot of time here. So
Yep.
if we can kind of structure this a little bit. Um,
Yes.
so maybe you can kind of go through kind of what problem you're trying to solve, what you've done to attack that, any kind of traction that you've had, or where you stand in the process right now, and
Yeah.
then what are you trying to raise?
Okay, so I've been in the cryptocurrency space starting in 2013. I got out of it in 2014 with the first dip, and then jumped back on in 2016. And I noticed that the technology hasn't changed much. And one of the main reasons for that is because it's been driven by the geeks of the space. I'm a geek too, but they still sort of haven't put the consumer or the end user in mind when they create things. So this space is very technical in terms of whether it be trading or buying cryptocurrencies.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot of advice missing in the space, and I don't think we're going to see a lot of advisors in the space because there's not a lot of profit margin to begin with. Um, that's one thing. The second thing I noticed is that everything is spread out. So if you want to research or um, the apps that you use in the cryptocurrency space, there's tons of them, and you always have to jump from one app to another app to achieve whatever you're trying to achieve.
That's
So
for
what we're
sure.
doing, yeah, whether it be news, whether it be market cap, whether it be exchanges, that's a big thing, right? So if you trade, you're generally trading on multiple exchanges, right? And I'd say the fourth thing is people are trading and they don't know what they're doing. They're not putting simple strategies in place, like their exit strategies on the trading side. So we've built out an app that caters to people who don't know anything about cryptocurrencies, to people who want to buy and hold cryptocurrencies, and people who regularly trade cryptocurrencies. And what we're doing is we're compiling all the different tools and resources that are out there, putting it in a simple app, and we're giving users an AI advisor to help them navigate the space. Right. So, for example, we're going to tackle three different categories of people. The first one is people who don't know anything about the cryptocurrency space. So how the AI works on that side is you can ask it questions like, what is Bitcoin? What is X coin? What is ABC coin? And it will spit back information about that coin, the price that it's trading at. And then you can further go down the line and say, okay, how do I actually buy this cryptocurrency? Or how do I buy Bitcoin? Um, and it will show you, it'll take you to the place where, where you can buy it. So for example, if you're in the US and you ask like, how do I buy Bitcoin? It'll take you to Coinbase or Coinomi or whatever, based on your jurisdiction. Um, Now for the people who like to buy and hold, you can ask it questions like, what's the most traded coin? And it will show you the most traded coin. It'll show you the least traded coin. It'll show you the highest gains and the lowest gains. So people who like to buy low can utilize that to buy in the lowest gains, and then sort of keep collecting them as they go along.
Hmm.
Um, and then the third, so I'm more focusing on the trading aspect of this for this purpose. So for the third, the expert traders, you can connect your trading exchanges to this platform. Now, Scott, I'm guessing that you have some sort of an idea how cryptocurrency trading works.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty simple. Simple in the sense is you have an exchange, and then you can set your buy and sell orders on what you want to trade. Now these exchanges have an API connection that you can connect to, right? So you can have a simple, secure API connection to each exchange that you are connected with or trading on, and then you can use our AI assistant to layer on an analytical layer that assesses your trades. So for example, if you want to buy Ethereum, you can actually talk to it and say, hey, Abe, buy me Ethereum. And it will look at the exchanges that you have connected to and the money and the liquidity you have on each exchange. And it'll say, okay, your best bet is you've got X amount Bitcoin sitting on ABC exchange. Do you want to utilize that to buy your Ethereum? It's got the best rate. Yes, I do. Great. Do you want to buy it at market, or do you want to buy it 10% below market? Below market. And then what happens is it monitors.
Was that an IQ test?
It takes it on different. That's just a basic buy order, like a if you want to buy below your market, right? So what it studies is when it monitors the market is it looks at the volatility and the change in price, right? So as it drops, it will keep canceling out that 10% below market value until it stabilizes, right? So if there's a massive drop, like, okay, chances are it's going to drop way below 10%. Okay, so what did it do? It cancel until it stabilizes based on volatility and volume and stuff like that. And then you get a notification saying, hey, this Ethereum stabilized. Would you like to buy in down? Now, here's what happens on the flip side. When you don't have any strategies or stop losses or anything like that in place, you place your order in, and it's usually good until canceled. All right. You go back, like and chances are you forget about that trade. It's happened a few times. You forget about that trade, you go back, and now you look at your portfolio, you purchased that token when it was, 50% higher, 60% higher, and you're like, oh my God, I bought in 60% higher. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna hold on to it. You're gonna sink with the ship. So what we've done is we sort of eliminated that risk factor that you're buying in at a higher price. Now, when you look on the sell side, do the same thing. You want to sell 30-40% above market price, good on canceled, and then as the price goes up, so does that threshold. It cancels out your sell order until it stabilizes once again.
Okay.
Right. So if you look at it this way, you're not missing out on those gains. And here's the thing: the cryptocurrency space, these simple strategies are not there. So what we're doing is we're giving users a simple platform to use all this. So that's currently in development. What we have right now is an application that is a decentralized wallet. So what I mean by that is no third party has access to your private keys, which sort of say, this is mine, all right? That's what the private keys are. They give you ownership of the tokens that you have.
So the platform itself that you were going to talk about, that's still in development.
The trading side of it
is the wallet.
The trading side of it. So now we've got a digital wallet that's decentralized. We've got things like the news feeds on there, the market cap. You have some usability on the app where you can purchase, for example, gift cards on the application using your cryptocurrency balance. And our AI prototypes in there as well, where you can ask your questions like, how do I buy Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin? What is Xcoin? What's the most traded coins and things like that? It's currently in the information gathering stage, so you're going to get responses only. You're not going to get actionable information, so you can't action based on the information that you're given. Okay. That's our phase 2. So right now we officially launched the app in June, end of May, June. Early June. We've got about 9,000 installs so far, active users, and we're growing. We're seeking
9K. You said
9,000. Yes.
Okay. And what's your business model?
So we have multiple lines of revenue. Advertising is one of them. We're building out right now an advertising platform where an earn platform, where users can earn cryptocurrencies by doing different things in this space, right? So each module has its own revenue model per se. So for example, on the earn, we earn advertising dollars. On the gift card side, we earn a referral gift card. When you buy cryptocurrencies, we earn points on that too.
Okay.
The fourth is when you utilize our AI trading assistant, right? There's a percentage on that too. So we've got multiple lines of revenue planned out, mapped out.
Can you read a little bit more on the AI part that you were talking about?
Okay. In what sense? What would you like to know?
Tell me more about what you're using the AI for.
So the AI analyzes the market, and say you want to buy Ethereum, it'll analyze what's happening on different exchanges. So say buy Ethereum, and it'll give you a standpoint of where Ethereum's at. So if 80% is selling that coin and only 20% is buying, it might not be a good time to buy a token or the coin. We don't tell users what to buy. We just give them the information on hand, right, to make that educated decision. Right, and then, sorry, what was that, Scott?
You hit exactly what I needed to hear. You're not suggesting something to buy.
No.
Okay, no. Good.
And then we layer the tools like the trading strategies, exit strategies. We layer indicators on there for the more sophisticated investors, traders. And then we also let professional traders become a part of the platform as pro traders, where people who don't know anything about trading can basically copy their trades and then establish their own risk factor based on what they're doing. Right? So they don't see. So there's two different avenues there. One is the user can see what they're buying. Right? So professional trader who's got a 60% success rate in their trades is buying X coin. Might be a good thing to look at, right? And then you got to sort of put your own common sense in there to put your risk factor in there. Right. And then the second is you actually copy point to point their trade, and you get in and get out when they get in and get out. There's a fee to that, obviously, and a percentage. So the pro trader gets a small percentage of that. But the bottom line is it's essentially working with a trading house in that sense, right? Where here's money, go trade, but here you can actually see very clearly what the trades are when you're getting in. You're more active in that sense.
So, Key, we're out of time here. I want to get to one thing. So, what are you raising? How much are you raising?
So we're raising $300,000. That's to finish up our AI trading side, analytical advisor.
At what valuation?
At $6 million.
And are you doing that as an equity trade, convertibles? What are you doing?
So we're doing a $300,000 private raise, and as an equity, and then we are doing a further raise through the public markets that are opening up to us in the next few months.
Okay, fantastic.
And that's true. And here's the thing. Here's the little thing about that. That's to sort of establish our banking license so that people can get in and out of cryptocurrencies very easily. Yeah. So users can have bank accounts directly in the app.
Okay. We gotta end it here though, because I've got the next one coming up. So I appreciate it. I have the ability, I guess, to send you some questions through this through the app here.
Interesting. Yep.
All right. Well, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.